Alright everybody, it's almost that time for us to release the final episode of the Amazing Digital Circus. Alright team, what do we got so far? Sir, I'm happy to report that the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9 is ready to go. We got it unlisted on the YouTube channel, but I was thinking maybe we could do something bigger. Bigger? Like what? Well, we were thinking, pondering some ideas out there. I don't know, I just can't wrap my head around this. Well, let's brainstorm for a second. How can we make this the single greatest final episode premiere in the history of final episode premieres? I got it. We make merch. But sir, haven't we been doing that for like the past few years since? No, you're right. That's a bit too tacky. What if we made Jax into a marketable made plushie? I'm pretty sure we did that too. How about we go to the movie theaters and have them premiere the final episode of the show early? Well, maybe not early. What if we had them release it at the same time we release the show? Yeah, well, the thing about that is that makes sense. Alright, well, we got the new episode trailer ready, so let's just send this out to our fans and see what they think.
Why the fuck would you release the finale tweaks early in only exclusive theaters? The whole finale will be spoiled for everyone. Watching it in a theater will be obnoxious with annoying fans.
Fuck you all. I fucking feel is hatred towards you. I fucking hate you. Why would you
These people from the TAD community, all from the United States, are so tone deaf, it's almost hilarious. They don't give a fuck about the rest of the world, or poorer fans, just like IRS.
Hot take. I think people who get to watch Static at 9 in the theaters should be the one that should go offline till the YouTube release.
Hearing this all, I'm begging for those who can see the movie is to please try not to talk about any spoilers until the general public release. Talk about it with private friend groups or servers who also have seen the movie.
Or, I don't know, maybe you just don't open Twitter for 2 weeks? Well, fellas, it is another fantastic day for the unemployed. For those of you completely unaware of the situation that has been developing for the last few days, the Amazing Digital Circus has already released its penultimate episode, episode 8, and episode 9 is coming in June. Now, the people at Glitch, who are the worst people of all time. I fucking hate them. They're like just as bad as Disney if Disney were Disney, which they are. They decided to charge fans $14 a ticket to go watch the final episode of the Amazing Digital Circus early. Like this is not even a joke here, ladies and gentlemen. The entire Amazing Digital Circus fan base went on a Twitter rampage over the choice that Glitch made to put the final episode in theaters.
They are releasing Digital Circus episode 9 in theaters 2 weeks early. Wow, that is possibly the stupidest decision they've ever made.
Now, for all intents and purposes with this video, I'd like to try and see if I can explain why the shit went down the way it did, along with the help of the statement that Glitch released a few days after the announcement to kind of just clear the air and educate many of the illiterate Amazing Digital Circus fans of what's happening. So here, We'll start out with this first one, which is why there was a 2-week fucking gap with the theater release.
The theatrical release release. A cursed technique that many movie theaters in the industry use in order to maximize profits with film showings across the world. Not a wall you can see, but one enforced by contracts, money, and power. When a film enters theaters, it is bound by a time restriction, a sacred interval traditionally lasting around 90 days. Why? Because this window is not just time, it is leverage. Box office revenue is the lifeblood of the industry. Theaters demand exclusivity. If a film were instantly available at home, why would anyone step into the domain of the theater? In return, both share the profits. Break this vow, and theaters may refuse to screen future film. But the balance has begun to shift. Streaming giants like Netflix and Disney, even YouTube, have altered the battlefield. This weakens the traditional window, but strengthens direct-to-consumer power. A new kind of curse is born. Convenience versus profit. Each decision is deliberate. Each release a calculated technique. The theatrical window is not tradition. It is strategy given form. A system designed to protect revenue, control demand, maintain the dominance of theaters, while adapting to a world that no longer needs them. And as the screen fades to black, the voice lingers. In this era, the true battle is not fought on screen, but over where the screen exists. Of course, with the exception of Satoru Gojo.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that explanation kind of cleared things up. One of the biggest concerns that the community had was the 2-week gap between the theatrical release and the official, full release on YouTube for the final episode. Now, what a lot of people failed to understand is that theaters need to make money too. And by having it released literally at the same time as the episode, it is quite literally impossible for them to make any money in any form. But the theaters aren't the only people who benefit off of this. The people who benefit more is Glitch and their team, because they're an indie company. They don't have the same kind of leverage as a conglomerate like Disney or Netflix, or hell, even any of the anime production companies who have managed to have this exact same kind of practice. I won't even lie to you, back when the Demon Slayer Hashira training arc happened and there was a theatrical release for the first episode of that arc that went to theaters early before it officially went on Crunchyroll. And I was one of the people who went to go see it. Let me just tell you firsthand, for those of you who have not gone to a movie theater within the past few years, watching an anime on the big screen with those fucking intense and high value theater speakers, the audio quality and the image quality is off the fucking charts. You don't get that same kind of experience as you would at home. But look, the viewing experience is besides the point. The real cream of the crop here actually has to do with
spoilers. Everything comes back to spoilers, right? This is 2 weeks early. People are going to post spoilers on social media. Someone's going to get spoiled. It's going to ruin their whole idea of the show. It's going to screw everything up. That's just happening, okay? You can't avoid that.
Alright, fellas, I didn't think I ever had to show anybody this, but I actually have a trick to show you how to avoid spoilers, alright? Get ready for this. Did you see just how easy that was? All you had to do was delete the fucking app and take a 2-week break off of social media. Truly, I understand where a lot of people are coming from. It is not cheap to go see the movie. $16 is a lot for some people. But you also can control what information you see on a daily basis. And if you don't want to see spoilers for a show you've been wanting to finish for the past 4 years, that is on you. But they said it was gonna be free. They said it was gonna be free. All the episodes were gonna come out first on YouTube.
You should know by now that we are the it doesn't matter.
Listen, fellas, I'm gonna be so real with you. You have all the power to avoid the spoilers as humanly possible. Alright? Glitch may have said that the Amazing Digital Circus was supposed to be like coming out first on YouTube, and that has always been the case. That will most likely forever be the case because Glitch is not like the other shills who have been distributing their projects on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, and on other streaming services. This is a luxury. This is not something you absolutely need, but it is beneficial to contribute to it because not only is this just a slap in the face to the entire Hollywood industry, proving that independent projects like the Amazing Digital Circus have the same kind of foothold as fully fledged AAA Hollywood movies. This is just a way to show more support to the people who made the content you enjoy. Everybody was fine with Iron Lung going to theaters. Everybody was fine when anime's new seasons of shows aired their first episode of the new season in theaters before it got to streaming. Everybody had no issue with that. So why is now, when Glitch is trying to do it, a fucking problem? Let me just explain to you guys just how fucking dystopian this situation has been. Because as soon as Glitch dropped the fucking statement explaining why things went the way they did, everybody switched up. Everybody was like, oh my god, I finally understand why this happened the way it did. It was almost as if a fucking light switch was flicked on. Everybody suddenly grew some brain cells and realized, whoa, this is actually how it works. Glitch is actually indie, and they don't have the same kind of foothold many other popular Hollywood studios and publishers do. Like, holy fucking shit, dude. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to put 2 and 2 together. Glitch will always be an independent studio. You should not have high expectations of an independent studio putting a foot in the direction of the door leading to theatrical releases like this one. But like many other fan bases, this is the Amazing Digital Circus's fan base, who even booted Gooseworks out the door because their fucking canons were not canon to the actual story. So, I don't know how the fuck this is gonna go, but from what I've seen, it's actually pretty much sold a lot. Like, ticket sales, I think, have hit like 5 million over the course of the last few days, which is really impressive. And shout out to Glitch Productions for making this such a successful and amazing series. I am so excited. I'm gonna try and figure out plans to go see it with my buddies, either with Nolan and the others, and I want to see it. I want to see it in theaters. It's going to be such a great experience. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.